Welcome to the Gump Report. I sound so damn stupid. I don't care. I'm enjoying these stupid things. Since I've done 3 episodes, I'm actually having fun. I've been doing this 9 years, and I've said this before. And the reason I came on here, you already know. But I really want to make sure these videos are fun. The other videos, like when it was Debate of the Week, when it was regular videos for Impact, for WWE, for NWA, I want to make sure that they're done well, they're respectful to the wrestlers, to you guys, but it gets you after a while. You want to have fun. Fun. So I want to make this fun. Yes, this is going to be a bit serious, but I'm going to be fun. This Gump report about Marko Stunt. Is he a liability to AEW? I'm being honest here. Look, let's put our cards on the table. No disrespect to Marko Stunt. The guy, for what he is, he's a good wrestler. But let's be honest. He is a midget wrestler wrestling with full-grown wrestlers. Flat out, this is what it is. It doesn't make a difference if you don't like the word midget and you don't like the word midget wrestling connected. That is what the sport is. They have midget wrestling. They don't have little people wrestling. It is midget wrestling. And under normal circumstances, a guy like him would be wrestling against other midget wrestlers. He would be bigger than majority of them because he's not totally short. He's actually much taller than most midget wrestlers I've seen. And don't take it and don't get it twisted just because midget. I want to make this clear. As a kid, I've seen midget wrestling. And they have to work harder than regular wrestlers to make it fun and interesting because of how their stature is and how their bodies have been formed. They have to figure ways to entertain you, to get you to be invested either in actually being serious wrestling, because they can do serious wrestling, or slap nuts wrestling, or slapstick. I call it slap nuts, but it's slapstick wrestling, just to have fun. There are serious wrestlers, and there are those who are comic relief. Marko Stunt is comic relief, who also can do something serious in the ring. But here's the thing, guys, and if you've seen what I showed in my AEW review, I'm not going to show it here, it's not necessary. Marko Stunt was thrown outside the ring by Bear Country, and he was barely able to grab the neck of Blade. Literally, he almost didn't grab his neck. Maybe actually I should add it in, and I'll put it in there right now, unless I change my mind. But literally, he almost snapped his neck. He literally was doing a head plant a little bit past the mat. Even if he landed on the mat's usually about this thick. There's no way it's going to compress enough to keep him from compressing his neck and paralyzing him. And understand, if you've not seen Chris Van Vliet's, Chris Van Vliet did a interview with Marko Stunt, and Marko Stunt said he has an issue with his back. He has some type of curve in his back, or some type of deficiency in his back. That's not good, but he still loves to wrestle. So he's on borrowed time. It's only a matter of time before he's gonna have to stop wrestling because of the condition of his back. It's only a matter of time. So this guy is literally risking possible paralyzing himself. So it's an issue here. And is this a liability to AEW wrestling? Because if this was like WWE or Impact Wrestling, he would be barely used. He would be comic relief in the back. He wouldn't generally wrestle much. And I know WWE and Vince would never let him wrestle much. He would end up like Hornswoggle. And Impact Wrestling, they probably would let him wrestle a lot more than most of what WWE would do. Because if you saw Swoggle, he did wrestle a good amount on and off. So, seeing Marko Stunt, is he a liability? Honestly, yes. It is only a matter of time. Now, mind you, I want to make this clear. I'm not against Marko. I like Marko. He's a good wrestler, and he's funny. But if you're going to be honest, 100% objective, seeing Marko Stunt like this is incredibly dangerous. They're throwing him outside the ring so easily And it counts on someone managing to grab his arm, grab his leg, or his body to make sure he does not do a face plant and literally cause he either to become paralyzed or go into a coma. Because that is how it can end up with him. He's this close most times when he does his stunts to end up paralyzed. Because he does a lot of stunts outside the ring that require him to do some flips. He doesn't just jump straight out. He likes flipping. So there's a very good chance that he will end up hurting himself if they're not careful. And I know they're being very careful. I know the wrestlers are not against Marko. I know they love Marko over there. They respect Marko for doing what he's doing. They know he got a messed up back. There's some type of curve in his back. They know that he's got it. And they're going to try and protect him as much as they can. But we're still talking about professional wrestling, guys. We're still talking about anything could go wrong. Last year or the year before, there was a wrestler who did a suicide dive outside the ring. I can't remember his name. His name was, it wasn't El Paco or Parka. I can't remember his name. I don't think that was him. El Parka, because that's a wrestler. I do believe he's still wrestling. It's another guy named El something, like P something. I can't remember his name. The guy had been wrestling for years. Great wrestler, well known, traveled, a veteran. But he decided to do a suicide dive that was right near a a security fence that was not loose. It was solid, and his head went straight in. Done. He died. Within a couple of hours after it was he died a few minutes after he did the suicide dive. He died. Now, this is a guy that was not Marko Stunt stature. He was over 6 foot tall, and he was over 250 to 280 pounds. He was not small. And we're talking about Marko Stunt, who's what, 140, 130? He's about my weight, maybe a bit lighter easily. And he's thrown around like he's a rag doll. So one of these days, there could be an over rotation, and he could end up snapping that neck or impacting his neck, compressing it. And he could be done. I don't want to see that for Marko, but I don't want to see him not wrestle. So I'm at two minds, but I'm being honest here. For AEW, if you see it objectively, Marko Stunt is a liability. That's only a matter of time before he may really hurt himself. And I really hope he never does. I hope he stays there for years and he's safe. And yeah, he's going to get an injury. There's no way a wrestler doesn't eventually get a finger injury or a hand injury or a back injury, in his case, I hope not, or a leg injury or toe injury. It doesn't make a difference. You eventually get injured, you get bruises, whatever. I'm hoping it'll be limited to bruising and maybe jacking a hand or a leg and hyperextending. I hope that's the limit of what he gets. Because I was just thinking about what happened if he jacks his neck. For a guy like that could end his life. If it doesn't put him in a wheelchair for the rest of his life, it could end it. But this is just my point of view. Tell me if you like this Gump Report episode 4. Like, subscribe, share it with your friends. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm trying something different. I'm an introvert, guys. I'm shy. Yeah, if I meet you face to face, I could talk to you. But when it comes to big crowds, I'm scared shitless. So I'm trying to become more open and outgoing. Tell me if I'm doing well, and tell me if I'm not being a little selfish saying subscribe and like. Just tell me. Peace.